Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's Skull back at it with another reaction. Yes, sir. Here today, we got Death Battle, man. I missed this. We got Thor versus Vegeta, Marvel versus Dragonball. So yeah, new to the channel. Don't forget to 1, subscribe, 2, leave a like, and 3, comment down below your thoughts on my reaction, your thoughts on the battle. I skip ahead. Well, I didn't skip ahead. Well, in this video, I skipped ahead, but in this reaction, I should say. But I did watch because I like I said, I started recording. And probably when you guys see this, you're probably gonna see the battle portion, not the obviously the stuff in from earlier. But they explain what the character does, the lore, and everything like that, the feats and statements and everything. And I give my opinions and my thoughts after the fight. Right now, I'm gonna react to the fight. What's their reasoning why a character? Because I don't know who wins. This is my first time reacting to it. This is genuine. I don't fake reaction, so I'm gonna see who wins. I'm gonna let them talk about why they think they win. Gonna see if the battle's cool or not, and give my opinions. And after that, you guys want to stick around and think of my thoughts, because I know I'm knowledgeable about both characters, but I'm mainly more knowledgeable for Vegeta. But I definitely know comic story from the Ruling King, from classic. Anyway, let's go. I can ramble all day. Is it gonna be Sprite? Yeah, it's Sprite animation. Okay. Alright. Oh, what a jerk!
Oh, there, mighty.
What a jerk! What? Why would you do that, Thor? Thor wouldn't do that shit. What a jerk!
Warrior, what business havest thou upon earth?
Throw that hammer.
I mean, he would
and my
in certain iterations, but
polishing my gloves upon your face.
Ooh, hold on. Is that Thor? Hold on. Voice actor Thor. I believe he voice acted Thor against Wonder Woman, right? And obviously, this is Team 4 Star Vegeta. Come on, I recognize. I recognize that voice any day.
Didst that count?
Okay.
Yield, damnable cur! Thou fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god.
Blue Evolution. Why would he go Blue Evolution? Okay.
I have evolved beyond gods. I'm the prince of all Saiyans, and you can.
I like that. I like the star effect. Like, shoo. But so far, the battle has been basic so far.
Big Bang attack!
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like how he's over with Mjolnir. That's very cool. Okay. 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 Oh, sure you go.
Tell me, does a god such as yourself feel fear?
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh. Okay. Did that with Majin Vegeta? Okay.
No fear, only fire.
Okay.
All you will feel is oblivion!
That's funny. That's kind of funny because he's doing the God Blast, but then it didn't even break a rock. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That was a really cool Final Flash. Okay.
Always aim for the head.
Oh, they use an MCU reference? Okay. Well, damn. Now you lost the head, Vegeta. Just a GG.
KO! Oh, I get it. Thor won because he's a natural blonde.
Despite Vegeta's immense power and tenacity, the God of Thunder.
Alright. You know what? They're probably going to explain certain details why. So, alright. I agree Thor wins. Right? I disagree everything that they put into to make Thor win. You see what I'm saying? So I want to see their explanation on why exactly they think Thor wins. Because I'm going to be honest, they downplayed the heck out of both of them. They downplayed the crap out of both characters. So let's see their explanation.
Had him outmatched in several key areas.
First off, the big one, who was stronger.
Despite being up against the God of Strength,
Hold on. If Thor was given the Thor Force, which he didn't use in the battle, so a massive downplay, he scaled to multiversal level feats from the likes of Odin, furthering the gap in power. So, here's the thing, though. I'll talk about Dragon Ball scale in a second.
Vegeta actually matched up pretty closely with Thor. Both could output power far in excess of destroying a single universe.
It's always tough to get an exact number for Dragon Ball Super's most powerful characters, but we can combine the size of Universe 7 with multipliers from Vegeta's transformations to get a rough estimate.
It's important to note that Ultra Ego's power boost has never been stated, but we do know that Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta were roughly even in power.
So, alright. At this moment, right, you could say at bare minimum, Evolution Blue Vegeta, as a matter of fact, the form Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is equivalent to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, right? The problem with that, though, is Goku received multiple Zenkais during the Tournament of Power, right? Because they're using composite Vegeta from manga and anime, where they're not using video game Vegeta from like Jump Force or Xeno, because his power is way higher. And same thing with Thor. They use a lot of Thor. They use composite Thor, but a lot of iteration. But they didn't use like the maximum iteration. Like they didn't use Ruin King Thor's feats. So, anyways, yes, in terms of like, you could say Evolution Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku is relatively equal in this at the moment, at this episode right there. But you gotta keep in mind as well that Goku received multiple Zenkais because of him using UI Goku Ultra Instinct the form. So he used Ultra Instinct Omen the first time. He got a Zenkai boost off of that. Then he received another Zenkai boost while fighting Caulifla and Kale, and receive another Zenkai boost. Because remember, he got knocked out by Kefla. Then he turned into Ultra Instinct. Same thing with the Jiren fight. He got knocked out by Spirit Bomb. So you could say like he triggered Ultra Instinct, but as well as giving a Zenkai boost as well. So that's at bare minimum 2 Zenkai boosts. And then after Omen, he received another Zenkai boost. Then he received multiple Zenkai boosts with during the Tournament of Power, even up to this point. While Vegeta, he didn't got as many Zenkai boosts compared to Goku at this point of the Tournament of Power. So
Goku applied a Kaioken times 20 boost to fight Jiren. Vegeta kept up after going Blue Evolved, implying that both increases in power are roughly the same increase.
Yeah, they're relative.
Similarly, Blue Vegeta matched base Top, and needed Blue Evolved to keep up with Top's God of Destruction form, which is...
There's an argument that Blue Vegeta was stronger than Topo. It's just that Blue Vegeta, he was holding back because he didn't want to expend a lot of energy during the fight, because Vegeta was, especially the showcase of Jiren power, he was more intrigued of fighting Jiren than Topo anyway. So Vegeta and Goku, Vegeta, and even Gohan to an extent, if they see a stronger foe, they're gonna gravitate to fight them instead of a person who is much lesser than them. So it was later confirmed in the interview that with Torotaro that Master Ultra Instinct Goku is still weaker than several beings in the universe, including Broly. Hence, Vegeta's no, that is misinformation. So that Toyotaro interview, right, when he was talking about so he was talking about pretty much. So there's two things you could look at it. You could look at Death of the Author, because later during the Granola arc, which is like, well, there's nobody really stronger than Goku and Vegeta until Granola made that wish to become the strongest in the universe. And that could be even more implied, because he talking about just Universe 7? It could be the other universes, who knows? So, and at the moment, obviously, in the manga, obviously, at the time, Granola was stronger than MUI Goku. Anyway, that is misinformation, because with this statement right here, because Toyotaro, and this is the second point, Toyotaro wasn't talking about beings like Broly. At bare minimum, he's talking about beings like Whis and Beerus, and that's if you want to say if Beerus is stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku, which based on feats and statements, especially the anime, because anime MUI Goku, remember, you guys are using anime and manga, so because of the anime, MUI Goku is stronger than Beerus. So, and because you're also using the manga, MUI Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta, they're relative to each other. Obviously, you might say Master Ultra Instinct is stronger than Ultra Ego Vegeta, based on what Goku is currently doing, and as well as Vegeta giving Goku his power to fight Gas. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot of factors, and I feel like Dragon Ball definitely the downplay is crazy. And then I'm gonna talk about Thor in a second.
Extremely similar to Ultra Ego in theme and purpose, given this is the best current example of a measurable form akin to
even you said theme and purpose. That's even not true either, because Topo, the reason why Topo became God of Destruction is because he threw the things that he cared about to become the God of Destruction form. He threw away his pride, and he threw away his love of battling, to making sure that he could destroy his competition. While Vegeta, his God of Destruction power is him evolving himself to become the best and becoming stronger himself. Vegeta didn't throw his pride away at all until the actual fight between Granola and Vegeta towards the end, and he was like, well, I pretty much lose. I didn't harness I couldn't master the Ultra Ego form. I couldn't use it at its fullest. That's why he apologized to Beerus during the manga. Also, if you guys haven't read the Dragon Ball Super manga, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of throw in certain things that way you guys could keep up. And the same thing with the anime. If you guys haven't kept up with Dragon Ball Super anime in terms of like watching the Tournament Power at all, maybe you guys don't understand, especially for people who only watch Z and Dragon Ball, so, and GT. But yeah, I'm excuse me, I just disagree with that. And Broly, no, MUI Goku stronger than Broly. Ultra Ego Goku, Ultra Ego Vegeta is relative to MUI Goku, so no.
Ultra Ego, we can assume that Ultra Ego's boost in power, at least initially, could be extremely similar in terms of a percentage increase.
And that's false as well. Topo to God Destruction, his God Destruction form is nowhere near the amounts of boosts and power that Ultra Ego gets compared to him using it. It's such an infinite. It's infinitely. Vegeta gets infinitely more stronger, because it's like on base. Before, during the Granola fight, during base, he was keeping up with Granola, but not really, until he turns into Ultra Ego. And then when he turned to Ultra Ego, he just dominated Granola until Granola limit broke himself again. So, no, that's false.
Making Ultra Ego's original state about...
Savage Hulk has battled Hyperion, who survived the collision of two universes at the same time. This all excludes Warrior Madness, which would multiply Thor's power another 10 times. And yes and no, because you guys gotta remember as well that the Marvel universe is also infinite as well. That's people. That's the downplay with Marvel is people could downplay Marvel that don't know Marvel's cosmology. Marvel's cosmology is they have infinite universes. Same thing with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball also has infinite universe. We just know the 12th universe, but that 12th universe expanded on tremendously, and this is not including heaven and hell, the Supreme God world. There's so much things about Dragon Ball cosmology. Same thing with the Marvel cosmology. Both of them are infinite realms. They have infinite realms. So the world the world of void the world of void, that the tournament power stage, is infinite nothingness. So I don't know, dude.
20 times more powerful than Blue evolved. With that in mind, Vegeta at his peak could destroy a universe roughly 260,000 times over.
This is such a low ball. It's so crazy.
Taking a look at the Marvel Universe's size, which has a radius of at least a
That's wrong too, because the Marvel universe is infinite. So it's like
trillion light years, as well as scaling to the Worldbreaker Hulk, Thor ended up only about 10 times
that's
stronger.
false. This is all false.
Different, and it's definitely possible.
Oh, I just realized. You know what's even more crazy? Based on screw attacks, based on screw attacks logic, then right? Is Thor and Broly relative to each other then? Is this what their logic? Because Hulk lost to Broly, and they even stated, because they're using the Hulk that has the one below all, which is vastly stronger than Thor, Vegeta, and Broly. So is Broly and Thor relative to each other based on this now? And technically, right, is Hulk now the weakest character between the four? You see how everything just contradicts itself? You're not only the one below all Hulk, he has the power of the one below all, lost to Broly. DBS Broly. DBS movie Broly. That's what I'm saying. DBS movie Broly. He lost to that Broly. But then, right, Vegeta, which, like I said, Vegeta loses to Thor at maximum peak. If you're using Rune King Thor, even Thor beats Vegeta because he has infinite speed as well. I mean, he Thor is fast as shit. Thor is fast as shit. He pretty much ran across the universe in literal seconds. So, and remember, Marvel's universes are infinitely large. So this is the logic, though. It's like, so Hulk is below. So Hulk is relative to Ultra Ego Vegeta, but then Broly and Thor is above them. You see how that doesn't make sense? So I don't know.
Could increase during the fight.
Yeah, I read that part.
Match it.
But even if he was stronger, it wasn't the only thing that mattered. Ultra Ego's damage absorption could only do so much against an opponent like Thor.
Vegeta may have trained as a warrior from birth, but Thor has been fighting for millennia against a much wider variety of foes, allowing him to adapt to Vegeta fairly easily.
And the fact that Thor was way faster gave him a lot of leeway to use that extra combat experience.
Applying Vegeta's transformation multipliers to the shockwaves from Goku and Beerus' punches, Vegeta should be able to fight at nearly 300 quintillion times the speed of light.
That's also a low ball, but
Ares
sure.
moving within playing time, Thor would...
The playing time! Hold on. They're using playing time now. So, right? You're using playing time, right? Y'all gonna ignore that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 Goku fall hit with the time skip? He's moving during time skip. Now you could say, oh, there's two ways you could look at it. Oh, he's making a pocket dimension to move, doing the time skip, right? But I don't know. Let's not even use hit example. You're using anime, right? What about Zamasu becoming one with the multiverse? That it affected not only the future Trunks timeline, but also it was starting to affect the current timeline. same Goku said, like, oh, if only I had a sensu bean, I could beat that same Mirza. Eh? Oh, wait. Tournament power. Nothingness, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so much contradiction with that. And this is not even the best Thor feat for this version of Thor. This version of Composite Thor. This is not even the best Thor feat. Like I said, dual move in seconds from across the universe in seconds. So you can't use the plank. You can't use the plank length feat when characters in Dragon Ball also did that same thing, if not more. You know, use a better feat for Thor. You get to say, oh, Thor moved in seconds from across the universe, and boom, there you go. You can't use plank feet.
Be over 70 quadrillion times faster.
More than fast enough to avoid Vegeta's key attacks, and even more importantly, absorb all of them.
Even assuming if Vegeta's transformation increases speed proportionally, but it does. Wait a minute. So you're saying that the Saiyan transformation don't increase? Nah, this is an L.
With Mjolnir, this alone could shut down all of Vegeta's ranged attacks.
Sure, Veggie could absorb it back with Spirit Vision, but he'd have to hit
That's another... You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't even talk about Spirit Vision. What Spirit Vision does, right? A lot of things, right? You know, splitting energy, but also splitting, for example, right? If Vegeta hits Piccolo with Spirit Vision, he'll separate Piccolo and Kami. People forget about Spirit Vision. He could split a fusion, right? If, let us say, Vegeta fights Vegito, he could split Vegito. Probably not current Vegito, because obviously current Vegito would be stronger than current Vegeta. But even still, like, even more, right? Because at the time, Moro was stronger than Vegeta, and he was still able to split some of the energy that he did. So I wouldn't say, I mean, not that much stronger. They were more like relative, if anything. But still, unless like a character is stronger, and I'm not saying he'll do it to Thor, right? Because obviously, if in a bloodlust situation, Thor beats Vegeta anyway. But in character, like if Thor throws Mjolnir without having any knowledge of Vegeta, he will split the Odin force that's in Mjolnir. He will split that. If you want to say that, but if you want to say that, oh, Mjolnir's strength all depends on the user, and if the user is stronger than his opponent, then they can do stuff like that. Then sure, but
Thor first, and with that much of a speed difference, that's easier said than done. And since
I don't know.
Thor can just will the energy out of somebody, he could just take it right back, and then some.
Even without absorption, Vegeta's ki reserves are not infinite, and many of his battles have ended with him at low energy. He was exhausted by the end of the Tournament of Power, which lasted about 1 hour in total.
Meanwhile, Thor fought an army for over a month straight.
Theoretically, Vegeta could have ended the...
Well, that army, it wasn't... He wasn't... So you can't use that statement, because the guys that Vegeta was fighting, they was literally Universal Plus at bare minimum most of the time. Besides, like, obviously the early stages of the Tournament Power. Well, that army right there, I wasn't really close to the fighters that the Saiyans were fighting in Tournament Power. I mean, that's a good feat. That's a very good feat. But you can't really compare it, because the power difference for that scan is much higher. I'm not saying for Thor. I'm saying that version of Thor, it doesn't really compare to the characters that Universe 7 fought in the Tournament Power. But
immediately with Hakai.
You can't use that
Not
scan.
for the fact that Thor has resisted existence.
There's another scan though,
including physically, spiritually, and temporally.
Meanwhile, Vegeta had no way to match the God Blast, which could have killed friggin' Galactus. And that guy has threatened the infinite multiverse with destruction just as a side effect of his battles. That's a level of power beyond anything we've seen in Dragon Ball yet, let alone Vegeta.
That's not
Vegeta
true.
was never going to go down easy.
Because that's not true. At low ball, the Saiyans like Goku and Vegeta, even Broly to an extent, and now Granola, even Angel Moro, at super low ball, they're Universal Plus. Honestly, they're between low multiversal and just multiversal. While Thor, if I were to scale him, he's multiversal to multiversal plus, and obviously, at the higher end, like Ruin King Thor, he's definitely way beyond multiversal plus. And same thing with Odin. Odin, to me, if I were to scale Odin, he's way above multiversal plus. So the downplay of Dragon Ball in terms of like the power scaling is very disrespectful, and same thing with Thor. The downplay of Thor is insane to me. So
But Thor's raw power, speed, and devastating godly abilities were too much for the Prince of All Saiyans.
it's just that when you have feats and statements to show what had, especially because they're using anime Vegeta, you could use, like I say, from the anime, from the Zamasu, from even some of the filler fights and everything with the Arale gag, and you could even use, like I said, the tournament power from the anime. So when you have feats like that showcase, and then since Vegeta is relative to Goku, there's no way in hell that you're gonna say like, Vegeta is just Vegeta is just universal, when there's a lot of feats and statements that he is between, from at super bare minimum, universal plus, but he's between low multiversal to multiversal. So
Vegeta nearly won.
like I said, he's not boundless. He's not omnipotent. Hell no. Hell no. He's not out of versal, none of that. But he's at super bare minimum, he's universal plus, low multiversal to multiversal. While Thor, he's multiversal to multiversal plus, and like I said, Ruin King Thor, he's above multiversal plus. So same thing with Odin. So
Until Thor blew his mind.
You might say that pun was kind of terrible.
You don't do puns! We've talked about this!
Aw.
My thing.
Well, the winner is Thor. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more.
and like I said, like when you have Hulk, who the one below all Hulk, who is stronger than all three of Thor, Vegeta, and Broly, it just doesn't make sense. So pretty much contradicting.
Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there, and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Omni-Man, okay. Oh. Nah, that's disrespectful to Omni-Man. This is not even a fight. That is disrespect. Why would you why would you pick? I mean, I get it. Listen, they're Amazon shows and everything like that, but why? This doesn't make sense. Omni-Man is gonna wash.